Hello guys, it's Clash Ops here, and today we're going to be recording our very first video on the channel. And I just want to go ahead and show you guys a few replays. We're not going to do any live attacks for this first video, but I still want to show you guys some gameplay, some Arena 6 gameplay. So here we're going to watch this first one. It was a pretty close match, I'd say, but we're just going to watch it. Okay, so I placed down my spear goblins, that way I don't waste any elixir. And I placed down my elixir collector to gain some elixir here. And I'm just going to arrow down his minion horde and his barbarians. And unexpectedly, I played down my wizard thinking that I could burst down the barbarians. But he actually places a free spell down. And I know I'm going to lose that tower. So yeah, we lost that tower, and he's going to laugh at us. But we're going to come back, strong, hopefully, and get his tower, but we don't. And I'm just going to place a hog to the left, hopefully to get in a bit of damage. And now we're hitting both towers at the same time while my wizard is back here hitting this giant skeleton, and he's going to be able to take out the giant skeleton. And he's also going to be able to get a hit in on his wizard, and my spear goblins are going to be able to get in a few hits on the wizard. So that's great. And now I've damaged, oh my god, Braden. Now I've damaged both of his towers, and I'm thinking I'm in a really good position here. So obviously first I need to take out his left tower, and then I need to take out his right hand side tower. So I want to place down a giant to distract the minion horde, and then I'm going to arrow. And of course I'm going to place down a wizard behind the giant, or not, or I'm just going to, oh yeah, I failed here with my placement. Hog Rider is just going to get taken out as well as the giant. But we do get in some good hits, so I'm happy with that. And I know he's going to have his free spell ready, so I've got my spear goblins ready. And I know they're going to be targeting the wizard because I placed him up front, that way he can absorb some damage. And I know they're not going to be able to take it out because I placed down my own barbarians. And our barbarians are going to be able to do a lot of damage here. And I know my giant's going to be able to get to the tower because his minion horde is just going to get destroyed by my arrows. And we're going to have, a barbarian and a spear gob going his way. And now our towers are at similar health. So, I think I've got the advantage here because my tower has a few more hit points and I'm ahead in elixir, although he is sending out a rush right now. But it's obviously going to be easily stopped by the minion horde, and yeah. He's going to freeze my hog, which is unfortunate because I believe that the hog rider could have done a lot of damage to the tower, and his wizard, his wizard is going to do a lot of damage to our tower, and I know I need to stop this giant before it can get to our tower and that bomb explodes. So here, while he's not expecting it, I'm going to place down hog rider, and he's going to jump over that, and I'm going to arrow here. And unfortunately, he does end up taking the hog rider down in good fashion. But our wizard is going to go in here and do a lot of damage, which is really key. And now we're really at an equal point. But he's going to fireball, which was a mistake because he should not have fireballed. He should have placed down more minions to try to kill my tower, which he didn't, which was a bad play on his part, and that let me win the game. So yeah. That's the first replay I wanted to show you guys. And now we're going to jump into a couple more. And I'm not going to show these against my clanmates because my clanmates don't have the level cards I do, and they're not in the same arena. So here we're going to show this one versus someone in the Anan Banan Babin clan, or whatever that is. And this was a pretty one-sided game, I'd say. But we're still going to watch it because it is one of the replays I wanted to show you guys. So obviously, if you've got the elixir collector in your opening hand, that's what you want to play because it gets you a huge elixir advantage. And this is a big mistake on his part, not playing down anything, and he's going to waste about 3 elixir, which has given me the early advantage. And I'm going to efficiently take out his hog rider. His hog rider only got 1 hit in, and he's going to be arrowing my minion horde. Giant here, obviously we're going to start getting the combo going with the wizard. He's going to place a Valk down in the back. I don't want to place down my barbarians not knowing that he has a rocket in his hand. If I had known he had a rocket in his hand, I probably wouldn't have placed down the barbarians, just the wizard. But he's going to get a really good rocket there. But I know that he's not going to have the rocket. He's probably not going to have the rocket the next time I go for it. And it's good for me if he does use the rocket in that situation, because he's not rocketing my tower, which is, I've been beat many times by people who just rocket down your tower. It's not fun, but everyone does it apparently. Okay, and here he has no elixir to defend. The lowest cost card in his hand is 4, so we're going to be able to get in some really good hits with Hog Rider. And that's going to be really good for us. And he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is easily distracted. Mini P.E.K.K.A is really good in the early, I think, if you can get some minions around it, but by itself, Mini P.E.K.K.A isn't that big of a threat because you can easily distract it with goblins or skeletons or anything like that. So now we're going to be able to get some hits in with our barbarian. Just one, but still, hits are key. Hits are key. Now we're going to place down a Spirit Goblins to distract the Prince, obviously. And that Prince isn't even going to get in one hit, which is really good for us. And now we're just going to trade with our Musketeer, except for my Wizard survives with a little sliver of health. And he's going to place down his Goblin Barrel, but it's quickly going to get arrowed because they don't want to take any unnecessary damage. And I know he has nothing else that I can arrow that's any better to arrow. So I'll go ahead and arrow the Goblin Barrel. So now he's going to place down a Valkyrie and the Musketeer again, and I'm going to go ahead and try to rush right side with the Hog Rider. And he actually doesn't defend against the Hog Rider. He's more scared of the Giant, but the Hog Rider is going to get in for a lot of damage here. He's going to rush in with Mini P.E.K.K.A and Prince, but I'm thinking that I can take them all down with this one minion horde, but they do not, so I go ahead and place down my Giant here, and my Giant is going to be just tanking a lot of damage, and then my Barbarians are going to be able to finish off the Hog Rider. And he's obviously forced to defend against the Hog Rider because obviously he's gonna get wrecked if he doesn't. His tower is easily gonna get taken down. Now we've got the Wizard doing some damage to the left tower, and he's really lowering that tower. And he places down a Hog Rider. At the same time, I end up placing down my Giant, which gives me less elixir to defend. Sorry about that. Sorry, there's so many notifications. But now we're just gonna go in here. We're gonna try to take this tower, but unfortunately he does have a Valkyrie, which is gonna clean up. Valkyrie did a lot of work there, and I'm gonna be forced to defend against this level 3 Prince, which is a very, very lethal card, and we're just gonna end up getting the win there. I arrowed just for banter, and now I think I'm gonna show you one more replay here. Here it is. And I believe I was in Spell Valley at this point. Yes, I was. So this is an old replay, generally old replay. And in this game, we're going to be able to take out a tower really quickly. And then we're just going to be defending for the rest of the game. And the Giant is a really good card on offense and defense, because on defense it can just absorb damage, and on offense it just absorbs damage. So here I know that he has his baby dragon, which is a pretty good counter towards my minion horde. So I'm just gonna place my minion horde on the baby dragon, and I know that I know I'm gonna take a few hits from the Giant, but I know my minion horde's gonna be able to clean up, and one of the Giants gets one of the barbarians get baited backwards. But this is really good opportunity for me to get the counter attack going in, and we actually do get the good counter attack going in, and that tower's gonna go down. And we've still got a half health Giant left on the field, which is really good for us. And now my Wizard's going to be able to do a few damage here. He's going to get 2 fireballs off. And here I'm thinking Elixir Collector. And I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do place down the Elixir Collector. I always want the Elixir advantage in this game. And I'm thinking pretty soon he's going to be using his Giant. Or he's just going to Witch, I guess. I don't know. Weird play. Ah, there we go. I figured that he was going to play down Witch and Giant, seeing his hand in this replay. I don't really remember the replay too well, but yeah. And I know now that I've got his second tower that I can lose this tower here, and it's going to be perfectly fine as long as he doesn't take my king tower, which I know he can't. But when I see the Hog Rider and the Giant together, and the Witch ends up taking out most of my guys, I'm a bit scared. But then the Giant goes down, and the minion gets him for a few hits, and he's only got like a few damage left. So I'm thinking hopefully I can get his king tower. It shouldn't be that hard to get the king tower here. All Hog Rider needs to do is just get in a few bits of damage, and we end up getting it, and we get the 3-star. So this wasn't the replay I was talking about. Us just getting a crown really quickly, and then defending. That was a different replay. But I think that's going to be all for today's video. One thing else, actually, I would like you guys to join the clan if you would like to. If you enjoyed the video, come join my clan and, tell me what you liked about my video. Tell me what you didn't like. Also, leave me some feedback in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked. And, yeah, see you later.